Welcome. In this session, we'll talk about the major government schemes highly important for your upcoming UPSC prelims. So, let's begin with the very first category, that is under the category of economic development. We have two nodal schemes that are important. One is the PM Awas Yojana, that is housing for all. Now, the urban version started in 2015, the rural version in 2016. It is led by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs and Ministry of Rural Development in rural areas. The idea is providing housing for all by 2024, and there has been numerous projects that have been sanctioned. The idea is to promote innovative constructive technology and bring in differentiation which could be with the credit linked subsidy schemes. The next important is Gati Shakti scheme and the National Logistics Program. Now, this was started in 2021 and has more than 16 ministries and social sector coming together, mainly under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. The idea is to integrate the infrastructure development, bring in social sector into it. So expansion would include social sector with health and education under the new logistics policy, and also the new master plan of the Gati Shakti talks about creating infrastructure closer to the health and educational amenities. Then focusing on a national infrastructure pipeline. Now this would include connections to social sectors, which are really important pillars, and a unified logistic interface that could be provided. So this is one of the very important programs. Now moving on to the next one is the agricultural development schemes. Under the agricultural development scheme, the very first one is the Kisan Samman Nidhi. Now, Kisan Samman Nidhi is one of the very important schemes by Agriculture Ministry and Farmer Welfare. Now, this talks about providing 6,000 rupees of annual installments to landholding farmer families, and this with the Aadhaar, there is the PM Kisan app. Now, this PM Kisan mobile app helps in direct benefit transfer. There is no need for intermediaries, and also there is an exclusion criteria which includes the income tax payers, the institutional landholders. The next important one is the Fasal Bima Yojana, that is the insurance of the crop. Now this is with the integration of technology, the drones, the AI and machine learning. There have been premium rates which have been decided: 1.5% for Rabi, nearly 2% for Kharif, and 5% for horticulture crops. Now this is voluntary for all farmers from 2020, and there would be a district level implementation across the various states. Also, the another very important scheme is the PM Krishi Sinchai Yojana. Now this is by the Ministry of Jal Shakti. The idea is per drop more crop. That means with minimum intake of water, maximum productivity can be ensured. So focusing on micro irrigation with more than 80 lakh hectares of land under it. Now this has been converged with what was called as previously the Atal Bhujal Yojana, which was mainly for the groundwater allocation and management, and now we are distinguishing it from the various schemes which have been subsumed under it. Now next we'll talk about the another important scheme which is in the sectors of health and social welfare. So the very first one is Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. This is led by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The idea is to provide insurance coverage of 5 lakh per family per year for secondary and tertiary hospitalization cases. Now this focuses on the universal health coverage, upgradation of the PHCs, the sub-centers, providing Abha card, which is the health ID to every individual. Nearly 50,000 50 crores, more than 50 crores of Abha ID cards have been created. The major implementation is by the National Health Authority, which is differentiated across various schemes. The next is National Education Policy. Now under this there are two important schemes: the PM Shri schemes, which talks about the upgradation of more than 14,000 schools across India, which would be set as example schools. The next is Nipun Bharat. Now Nipun is the national initiative for proficiency in reading and understanding and numeracy. So it focuses on foundational literacy and numeracy up to grade 3. So these two schemes become important, and they are part of the NCF, which is the National Curriculum Framework. Also, there have been bagless days which have been introduced for grade 6 to 8, and this is for exposing them to vocational education during that time. The next is a very important scheme which is Mission Vatsalya, which is mainly for child protection. It was renamed and restructured in 2022 and has been led by Ministry of Women and Child Development. The idea is to provide child care institutions, emergency outreach activities, integrating it with the POSCO Act, and supporting the orphan children who were there during the pandemic. So this has another tracker, mobile tracker, similarly to the PM Kisan mobile app. This has a tracker which is known as Poshan Tracker, which focuses on the nutritional monitoring, and also there is renaming from the Child Protection Services to what is called as Mission Vatsalya. Now the next one is what is called as the digital initiatives. Now under digital initiatives, we talk about the launch of the Digital India program phase 2. Now the initial one started in 2015, the enhanced version in 2021, led by Ministry of Electronics and IT. There are 6 pillars under phase 2. Now these 6 pillars are very, very important: digital entrepreneurship, digital government, inclusion, securities, services, innovation, and then these would be some of the major pillars of Digital India. Now 3 important platforms under it. One is Bhashini, which is the language translation, which is a AI based multilingual language translation portal. Digi Yatra, which is the biometric boarding across various airports. More airports would be included under it. Aadhaar 2.0, which talks about offline verification and creation of virtual IDs. Now the phase 1 talked about building of infrastructure. The phase 2 of Digital India talked about empowering the people with digital infrastructure. The next is the PLI, which is the production linked schemes. Now these schemes are mainly for electronics, pharmaceuticals, electronic vehicles. Then we have white goods, which includes LED, air conditioning, solar PV modules, automobiles, auto components, and then the battery storage, and then we would focus on the employment and the budget for the same. The next important category is a category which talks about environment and sustainability. Under this, the one major scheme that you must be aware about is the National Green Hydrogen Mission, launched in 2023 by Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. Now back in 23-24, we had numerous questions in which it was specifically asked which program was led by which ministry. So those kind of questions can be possibly asked for your upcoming examinations as well. Now Green Hydrogen Mission, the target is 2030 for 5 million metric tons. Now the emission of 50 million metric ton of carbon dioxide reduction has been targeted. The idea is including a strategic intervention for green hydrogen transition. Pilot projects for steel mobility and shipping must be introduced. And then the next one is LIFE, which is lifestyle for environment. Now this has been brought under COP26 in 2021. The mission has been led by Ministry of Forest and Environment and Forest Climate Change. The idea is P3, which is Pro Planet People Movement. Now this brings in a behavioral change with save water, save energy, save electricity, then reduce waste, reduce e-waste, have sustainable options of development, have healthy living life, and then sustainable tourism. Now under this, there is another mobile app which is known as Meri Life app for individual action tracking. This has been integrated with G20, which is the 2023 presidential outcome results. Now bringing in behavioral and technological change have been one of the major focuses of LIFE movement, and this has been launched internationally at COP26. So those are some of the important elements that we have discussed. So a quick gist of the major government schemes that we have discussed over the session, and these are really important for your upcoming prelims examination. We'll be getting up with more important topics, highly important for your prelims 26. So stay tuned. Have a great day ahead.